Welcome to another episode of Almost Parivarik. Hi guys, how are you all doing?
Hi.
Yeah, good. What about you?
I'm also good. Thank you for asking me. Let me ask you all. What did you think I would be when I grew up, when I was a child? Like, what was your expectation of me becoming when I was a child?
Since childhood, you were saying, I want to become a gynecologist, a doctor. So we were expecting that first. Then I said what I couldn't do in my life. That I couldn't, nobody guided me to be an IITian. So I thought you would be an IITian. So it was not an expectation, but I was thinking about that. You should rather either
Become an engineer.
No, doctor, MD level doctor, double graduate, an IITian and IIM kind of thing. So that's what you can say that expectations, or you can say that aspiration, or you can say thinking.
What about you? What did you think? Or what did you expect?
So, like, when it comes for you, you were always very clear from your very childhood. So, initially, you said that you really want to, when you were so small, but yet you said that you want to be a gynaec. You wanted to go into medical field. So, like, I was chill with it, okay, fine. And then later on, you just gave a turning point, a U-turn in your life by saying that, no, I want to be, I want to go do something in designing. So I was chill with that as well. So I was not expecting anything because I always wanted you to decide something for yourself.
So, I went to JE coaching and I did all of that, whatever. So, how was your first, what did you think when I first told you that now I want to do design?
I thought I should have saved some money. I paid a hefty money to pay.
So, you're saying I shattered all your dreams or what?
No,
Then-
not shattered. If you would have told earlier, I would have saved that money given to PACE. You would have done a normal 12th in a normal college, in a good college.
That was your first thought when I told you that I want to do
It was
design.
the first thought, yes. Financially, yes, it was the best of all.
Yeah, that was only the thought, like maybe he's having.
Time wise, it was not a waste because same course 12th you are doing and you are putting more effort for engineering studies and normal 12th HSC studies. I said that could have been saved time and money both. That was my first. Otherwise, I was okay. Whatever will be said.
No, when you came and you told all of suddenly that you wanted to go for designing, so internally, like, I was thinking, I must be a backbone to you, and I must not disappoint you, and I don't really want, because I used to read so many things about the youths, like they go into so much of frustration and all that. I really don't wanted you to do that. For me, your decision was the foremost. But yeah, I was only thinking on those lines that within 6 months, how could you cope up with the entrance exams? So I was only more worried about your entrance exams. But anyways, you did very well in everything. So that was a great thing.
Makes me feel better now. Okay. So, did your parents have any expectations from you, or did you guys have any expectations from them growing up? Like, did you always want to be an engineer, or did you always want to do something in fashion or whatever?
No, I basically always wanted to become a custom officer or anything that gives me a uniform, government uniform.
I did not know this. I knew about you, you wanting to go into sports.
Yeah, that's what I see. I was a sportsman, but my parents really did not encourage
Sports
me. Yeah, yeah, sports person. But then my parents never encouraged me for it because during those times it wasn't that people were not educated. They were very educated, and my friends are all from they're really doing good. But my family was such that they believe do graduation and get married.
So that was their expectation of you, whereas your person.
Yeah, just do graduation and get married.
Being a girl.
We were all like 3 sisters, and that's the reason they really wanted us to go in a good family. Then they were saying कि नहीं मतलब लड़कियों को ऐसा ही होना चाहिए. But
did you
I had
believe
lots
in
of
that
dreams.
though?
No. I had lots
And why?
of dreams.
What made you give up on your dreams?
So yeah, because I never got any proper guidance from anybody how to go about it. it was a very, maybe my survey was also very less enough. I couldn't do much research.
Maybe you didn't have.
But I have very
schools
big
as well.
dreams, and very like I really want to do something extraordinary. So I really wanted to put all my efforts in doing something to make my life a very a good personality in my work, in my job. Yeah.
For me, there was no option.
What do you mean by no option?
Option means do engineering, either be doctor or engineer. There are two
Yeah.
top professions.
So why do you guys think that everybody, like every parent in their life, like most, not every, maybe most parents in their life think that, oh, my child has to be one of those lawyer, doctor, engineer kind of professions. Like, what is the hype around it, or why is it so respected compared to, say, other?
No, if you see the data, they get faster jobs.
But it's not the case now.
Now,
During our time it was.
But like the expectation is still there, na?
Instead of being a prototype babu, become, of course, CA and other accountant was also there, but they are third or fourth. Always,
But how do you classify something to be first, second, third, and fourth?
depending on the amount of respect, money, the way you get settled faster, these are the only criteria. No?
But don't you think these categories are very fragile and can break at any point? Like, look at all the engineers. I'm sure, like, they're not
Maybe
happy
there are
with
so
what.
many engineers
Yeah,
now.
there are too many now. So they're not getting jobs. They're probably, in fact, they're getting paid less than designers in some cases. Like, if I have to put that.
That is supply and demand gap. That
But-
is mainly because of supply. There are too many.
But how do you say something is more respectable than something else? I also feel like anything that you do, be it how much ever money you're getting, anything that you do, if you respect it enough, it's respectable. Why do people have this view of a certain profession being?
Because see, when it comes for our parents, for as per their thinking, they never knew anything beyond medical and engineering. So they always wanted, every parent's dream that my son or my daughter should be an engineer and a doctor, because they never knew, I don't think they knew anything further, like being a designer, or going to a profession of fashion, or acting. So those, like if even if it comes for acting, so my parents used to say, why acting, why dancing, it's not really good.
They didn't know better.
Other profession was getting a government job.
Yeah, or let's go for government
So people
jobs.
used to do NPSC, UPSC that time.
Yeah.
So that was one aspect. So where you get a good white collar job, stable, secure job with income.
So it's mostly about stability and security that people have certain expectations.
In that time, there was less of money in India. Now money is flowing to everybody. People are escalating from one stage to another stage, like poor to upper.
Now parents are also,
lower middle class to middle class, upper middle class. All these things are happening now.
and parents are taking risk as well, like to send their children to hostels out of their cities, out of country. So now parents are also taking those risks.
So coming back to what you were saying about not having an option but to do engineering, can you like expand on?
Not having an option is do engineering, you'll get a faster job and start, complementing family.
So what was your, like what did you want to become? This is one thing that you didn't have a choice. But what did you want to become?
Our basic brain frame was made in such a way that you have to become a doctor, engineer, or a government servant.
But it didn't cross your mind for a single time that you have certain interests and this is what I want to become? Or you always wanted to be an engineer?
No, then I wanted to become an engineer afterwards.
Afterwards, no, what before?
Even before, I wanted to become an engineer because it is framed from childhood, no?
Like I know your brother wanted to probably be a cricketer, but he didn't end up being.
Still, you wanted to become an engineer.
He still wanted to be an engineer.
So cricketer and all everything was like, side hobbies. And if your luck clicked or if you got the opportunity, then you will go to that line. That is how many people.
You don't give in your 100% into those things and consider them as a full-time career.
Even one aspect was if I play good cricket, I'll get good company, railways, like L&T, those who have got good.
So you play for them.
So playing for both. So, मतलब ऐसा ही था वो. The main frame was made like that. So it was not hardly you had a choice of thinking also. अभी समय बदल चुका है, काफी बदल चुका है. Otherwise that time we did not have much, way for thinking also. वो सोच भी नहीं सकते थे कि इसके अलावा कुछ करना है. Even you wanted to be guys who were, in some dramas. तो ड्रामा वाले हमारे जो स्कूल में थे, they used to do part time dramas, but नौकरी चाहिए. मतलब ड्रामा में काम करेंगे, मराठी ड्रामा में किया, हिंदी ड्रामा में किया, ये पिक्चर में काम किया, बट दैट इज सेकेंडरी. दैट वाज नॉट अ फुल फ्लेज जॉब. नाउअडेज पीपल आर गोइंग हार्ड वर्क फॉर ड्रामास, मूवीज, they leave everything, they leave their villages and come to become actor artist. That time ये नहीं था. That time ये कि भाई तू ग्रेजुएशन करना, जॉब पकड़ना, फिर क्रिकेट खेल सकता है, साइड में ड्रामा कर सकता है, एक्टर. और उधर सक्सेस हो गया then you can leave. Eventually you can leave the job. There are many people in our company also. There are many good actors who were simultaneously working in the company. So everyone wanted a security and continuous throughout life. Because that time money was not.
There was no flow of much money.
Right. No, but like you said, that you were framed in such a way that, engineer banna hai kind of thing. So like when I look back now and I like figure out why I was saying that I want to be a gynac was probably because this is the only profession that I saw around me. Like either somebody is becoming an engineer or a doctor, and these are like people say like becoming a doctor is a very noble profession. So like that's probably why that was the first thought that crossed my mind until I had a brain of my own to actually sit and figure out what I like doing, and then taking a step forward into pursuing that as my career.
And maybe one or two doctors suggested you become anything and you don't become a doctor. So,
No, there were both sides ना. कोई ने किसी ने बोला कि डॉक्टर बन जाओ, it's a noble profession, लोग तुम्हें भगवान जैसे मानते हैं and all of that. And some people said that no, this is a crazy industry. It's yeah, and there are a lot of like not nice things happening in the industry as well.
people take advantage of many.
Yeah.
With many kind of people.
And that's everywhere, but I just didn't want to I didn't feel that much like when I grow up, obviously you like learn more about the subjects. When I started learning about it, of course I was interested into it, but I wasn't like passionate about it. And I would rather, like, given a choice now, I look back, if I had to be a doctor, I would rather be an Ayurvedic doctor, because I feel like that is something I resonate with more. Like it's something that I read about or try to learn even now.
Yeah, possibly for the ancient medical science.
Yeah.
So that is your passion, but that's good. That is not a. Everybody has to learn their own.
I think a person really needs to look into themselves and kind of figure out what their personal expectations are, rather than kind of jumping into what your family wants you to.
No, but it was in our generation, it was always parents' decisions. Like, to be obedient children, listen to them. Today, मतलब आजकल के बच्चे तो बोल देते हैं नहीं भाई हमको ये करना है, so ये करना है, this is what we want to do. So that's it. They're very clear enough to say what they really want to do.
So let's make this a little fun, okay? Think that your life is a blank slate, okay? And if you guys had to start from scratch and you had the opportunities, or say you had no expectations of the family, no burden, nothing, and you wanted to do something of your own, like what would you want to do if you want to start from scratch today as a person who is, say, 20-year-old? What would you want to do then? What would you do?
So I have always two options in my mind. I would have gone for dance, because I feel dance is very divine and it is within me. I just love dancing, so I would have become a dancer. And the second thing is, yes, anything that has a uniform, like custom officer, maybe into CBI. That's a police officer, a military person. I would have done that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's quite commendable. What about you?
I could have thought of IIT IIM. But IIT and IIM. And I could have, again, the second profession I could have gone for IAS. I thought I could have been an IS.
So you don't have any other crazy dream like even now if you want to like quit my job and go travel the world?
That is always there.
So I'm asking an essay. Like, what if you wanted to do something for
I could have
yourself?
become a travel blogger. Yeah, means I would like to love, enjoy food, and then write, speak, and because writing that time you used to write by hand on computers and all. But now you can speak and the computer writes for you. With that kind of facility, I would love writing books about traveling, and many aspects of life. So that can be, I could have been a blogger, I guess. So that is the reason.
Yes, I would have traveled by car because when I was small, I used to always say my mom. I had also got the letter. I wanted to be a racer as well. I used to drive car. So there was one condition that during the race, if you meet with an accident and you die, so we are not responsible. My mom said, "Die? No, I will never allow you." So yeah, so even now I can go for as you said traveling. So I would prefer to go by road, travel by road.
Yeah, I love traveling with super bikes. So that is one of the aspirations. Yeah, single, lonely travel and take care.
Lonely.
No, total. I know. Sometimes I like to, yeah, solo travel.
Yeah, solo travel is fun actually because in solo travels you have freedom of everything, and you experience many things. If somebody is with you, so you are dependent on that person, or you are secured. You everything is like
You have to take care of the person, his requirement, उसको क्या चाहिए, वो adjust.
दो लोग अलग हो सकते हैं.
हाँ, मैं खा सकता हूँ, वो नहीं खाएगा, वो रह सकता है, मैं नहीं रहूँगा. All these things happen when 2, 3, 4, 5 people are there.
So, like, coming towards the end of it, I just want to ask that, how do you think like we can strike a balance? So, like, there are expectations in a lot of directions, right? Today we are talking about, say, expectations related to career or like something like that. How do you strike a balance between something that your family expects and something that you want to do? If it's different.
See, family expectation is not only, I believe, is not only for the career person.
Yeah, but like from that, like because today we are talking about that, from that, like, or in
It's another
general.
career, but I like to add this part here, particularly for ladies or girls. Family expectations are still there, that they should do their career as well as the household activities, which is, I think, should change, and which is very important because of that expectation, many ladies I have seen, they have done IIT, they have done IT professionals, and after they get married and after having one kid, they leave their jobs.
Even doctors,
So I have not seen an example that a boy or gents, they are leaving their jobs and they are doing house. Why this is not happening in India?
I think it is slowly getting them.
but it's very
work.
slow.
Yeah, there's a lot of work that needs to be
Every
done.
time, because you are giving a birth to a child, okay for that. Now the government has started that
Paternal leaves.
maternal leave also. So maternal leaves, you can go for 3 months. So you can take care of the birth timings. But after that, why the lady has to leave the job?
Yeah, I think there is a very rigid expectation that once there is a kid, the
I
woman
have
has to
seen
sacrifice
both
her career.
the husband and
Or
wife.
manage both.
Either both should carry on their careers and both should take the responsibility of the kids.
For sure.
And they have work room facilities and all for IT profession particularly. Maybe other professions will not have that facility. But I think this should change. Even cooking, expectation of cooking at home. I have spoken to many ladies. Ladies are saying, अरे तुमको क्या मालूम भाई, हमको घर में आके भी खाना बनाना पड़ता है. हस्बैंड नहीं, हस्बैंड बैठेगा टीवी देखेगा, वो सीरियल देखेगा, मैच देखेगा, हम लोग को घर में आके खाना बनाने का है, बच्चों का खाना बनाने का है, उनके पीछे पड़ने का है, उनके कपड़े से. आजकल के बच्चे, the boys, they are understanding this, but I think it is too late. They are too much time has passed.
if you're a guy and if you're listening this, take notes.
No, even the mother should take a note. to teach her son
That's so true.
that learn cooking.
The upbringing needs to be in a certain way.
A woman should also teach her son that you have to respect, you have to equally stay with a woman.
Same like allowing girls after 9-10 o'clock
Being out and working.
Yeah.
So
They should respect.
girl को 7 बजे
घर पे आना है, हमारे टाइम पे ऐसे ही था.
So all these things are of course बड़े-बड़े शहरों में कम हो रहा है, but still I think
There's a lot of progress that needs to be done.
No, even now the parents are scared if the girl are going. I met
Even
one.
you are scared.
Yeah, even I, like, where are you? What time would you come? We met one girl in London. So she was, मतलब ना वो career के लिए ना वो London गई, US गई, Australia गई, Dubai गई, and again then she was back to London. So she was telling us the experience.
so while balance means we need to understand.
Yeah.
So we need to understand each other and the requirement. We should change with the time. And balance means learning each other's job, understanding each other's jobs, taking care of each other by helping each other in their weaknesses. I think that's where we can crack the balance.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you want to say anything else?
No, I feel that every parents should try to understand their kids. It's very important nowadays because every human being, हर इंसान के अपने ख्वाब होते हैं, अपने सपने होते हैं. तो not because कि भाई हम एक घर में जन्म लिया है तो हमने उन्हीं का सुनना जरूर है. We have to listen to our parents because there is no, I'll tell you, the parents are the best friends. But I don't like dominating on kids, forcing them for something. So what I feel is the children and the parents' relation should be very sweet, they should have a mutual understanding between each other. एक ऐसी समझ होनी चाहिए कि मतलब माँ बाप को भी बच्चा समझे और बच्चे को भी माँ बाप समझे. It's like this.
That love, respect should be from
Both
the
ways.
sides.
Right.
It's not one-sided. So जब दोनों एक दूसरे से प्यार भी कर रहे हैं और रिस्पेक्ट भी दे रहे हैं, तो ऑटोमेटिकली you don't have to demand respect.
Correct.
You will command it automatically. Respect ऐसी चीज़ है जो मांग के नहीं मिलती, वो कमांड करनी पड़ती है by your deeds, by your words, by your actions.
And that is the reason that everything in the house also should be so balanced, even the parents, because the kid is observing the parents from his very childhood. So we feel कि बच्चा नहीं है वो इतना स्मार्ट है कि जब माँ के गर्भ में भी था तब भी सब सुन सकता था कि what's going on, like, तो जब वो बाहर निकलता तो वो कितना स्मार्ट होगा. तो मतलब हम लोगों के खुद का भी मतलब बोलना, उठना, बैठना, everything, our virtues, everything should be like, an inspiration to the child. Then that time you don't have to put extra efforts to the kids, on the kids,
At the end, we just want the best for each other. That's
Yeah, always. And it is not again, we are not looking at an idealistic situation.
Yes.
It happens. Some, you and try, some here and there. That's the way. See, that's the way the life runs.
Yeah.
If you do not have anything happening in the life, it is like a monotonous life. So every day is this, or every day is that. उतार चढ़ाव दिन हर साल हर दिन पे. That makes the life, worth living.
Yeah.
So balance has to be there from both sides. Balance is the key.
yeah. I would just say like your dreams matter, but so does your family, and I think it's time to find a healthy balance between the two.
Yes.
So yeah, I think this is towards the end.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, having healthy balance, understanding, love, affection, respect, it all comes as a
Compromises,
process.
flexibility of life.
I will not say compromise. I say adjustment, little adjustment while
adjustments.
living together, understanding. Yeah, कि किसी के लिए कभी sacrifice एक नहीं किया, ये नहीं है कि एक ही sacrifice कर रहा है दूसरा डिमांड नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं. So need to be from both.
Everything requires balance.
Balance is the key to life.
Alright, so this is it. This was today. Drop it down in the comments below. What were your expectations from your family members or your personal goals and
Your experience of.
your experiences? Yeah, all of it basically. And I think we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Like, share, hit the
Bell icon. And subscribe.
great.
Yes.
Cool. Bye.
Bye.